Today we are going to tour my brand new listing at 405 Meridian Lake Drive. This property is located in the Meridian Lake Park subdivision. And if you're not familiar with that area, that is off Washington Gulch Road. And Washington Gulch Road is about a couple minutes from Mount Crested Butte. So as you're coming up the mountain, Gothic Road, or 6th Street from town, it turns into Gothic Road as you head up the mountain. You will have a left-hand turn to Washington Gulch Road. There are a couple of subdivisions up here. The first one that you're gonna get to is Glacier Lily. It's the one that's immediately on the left on the corner of Washington Gulch Road and Gothic Road. As you travel up Washington Gulch Road, you'll hit Smith Hill Ranches on the left, and then you'll hit Pristine Point, which shows the dam that's up there of the Meridian Lake area. And then on the very right-hand turn is Meridian Lake Park. This is where that property is located. Sitting behind Meridian Lake Park is also Meridian Lake Meadows. So there's a couple of, like I said, a couple of subdivisions up here. They're not very large subdivisions. You have lots of privacy, but you also have the great benefit of being so close, like I said, the ski area, and then also downtown Crested Butte. So I'm And if you're looking for all things Crested Butte and Gunnison, Colorado, you've come to the right channel. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button so that you can stay in the know when we post new videos. And if you're looking to make a move to the area, I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day. Whether they are looking to move here from across the country, up and down the valley, or they're looking to sell their place in Crested Butte or Gunnison, I would love to help. And I would love to make your move exactly the way you want it to be. All of my contact information is down below for you, so be sure and call, text, or email. All right, before we walk around and tour this exceptional property, be sure and stick around to the very end, and I will share a couple of my local favorites of some hiking trails and biking trails and things to do in this particular subdivision and area. All right, so this house was built in 2003. It's 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It's about 3,300 square feet, 2-car garage, and we are listed at $1,950,000. So let's go take a look. As you come in from the covered front door area, you have this really large entry. You also have access to the 2-car garage. Down the hall on the right are going to be the 3 bedrooms that we're going to take a look at, and then the stairs that lead you upstairs to the primary suite, living area, kitchen, and some additional outdoor spaces. And then you also have down here on this entry level a very large laundry area with an extra shower. Okay, so coming in from the front door, we're gonna head down the hallway here, and I'm gonna show you these bedrooms first, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the large laundry area, the rest of the entry, and the 2-car garage. So this is bedroom number 1. The current owners do use this as a TV room. I would say this is the smallest of the 3 bedrooms down here. So right now they have this set up as an overflow TV room. You could easily switch this out and put in a bed or a couple of bunks and make that a true sleeping area. Large closet here on the left. Great views of the surrounding mountains outside these windows. What I do love about this house, or one of the many things that I do love about this house, is so all the windows. You get so much natural light. So you have this shared bathroom that's going to connect to the other bedrooms. So we're going to go in that way. Views of Mount Crested Butte right from the bathroom. This one's going to be a tub shower combo here. All right, carrying through to the second bedroom here. This is going to be the second to the largest bedroom on this level. And I want to say too, I do like how the owners have this bedroom set up. They have the 2 twin beds. So if you have multiple children or you have company that doesn't necessarily want to share a bed, that this would be a great option for them. And I should mention too that this house is being sold fully furnished. Okay, so leaving this second bedroom, it's going to take you back out to the hallway area. So just to orient you, the entry is over here on this direction, and then they do have another kind of a sitting area. They have it set up as an office right now, which could still, it's a great function and a great use of this space. I'll show you that. And then across the hallway here is going to be the largest of the bedrooms on this level, and really it functions as a junior master suite. All right, so we just left that second bedroom on the right. This is the office nook downstairs off the hallway, at the end of the hallway. And then we're going to carry on into the junior master suite on this level. This is a very large bedroom. These are 2 queen beds that are in here. It is nice too that you have access to the exterior. So, especially if you have guests that stay with you that may have a little dog, or just want to take it out, or maybe get some fresh air, it's nice to be able to have that. So this bathroom does have dual vanities. It has a shower with a glass enclosure and a very large walk-in closet. Another thing that I love about this house are the concrete floors. So you have this stained concrete that is super cool as you come in from the entry and down this hallway. The bathroom that we just left also has that concrete, but I do want to mention that these 2 bedrooms, bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3, the junior master suite that we just left, both have brand new carpet. All right, so leaving these 3 bedrooms, we're heading back down towards the entry. So there's the covered entry here on the left. Driveway, you get a great view of Whetstone, that's what we call it. Front door there. It's nice that you have these 2 sitting areas, so you can sit and put your boots on. There's lots of storage for coats, jackets, mittens, and everything. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Let's go take a look at the garage. So this is the 2-car garage. So you do have room for 2 cars plus an additional workbench over there on the side that is a bit of a bump out from the garage bays. It's nice that you have the exterior doors. You don't have to open the 2 garage doors all the time. Over here on the right-hand side, the far door is going to be the mechanical room, and the other one is a closet. This far door over here on the right-hand side is a closet. And then let's go take a look at the very large laundry room. It does not lack any storage. I mean, could you imagine? I would love to have all this storage in my laundry room. And then there's that additional shower there. I want to say too, this is really nice to have a utility sink. If you're coming in from outside, need to wash your hands really quickly, or you have pets and you want to keep them in here, you can do that. It's nice to have that additional place to Okay, so we're leaving the entry area in the first floor and we're gonna head upstairs and take a look at the main living area. I do want to mention before we go up there that the owners over the last year have done extensive work to this house. The sellers have put on a brand new standing seam roof, metal roof. The exterior, the entire exterior was stained. There was new carpet, like I mentioned, in the bedrooms downstairs. Upstairs, the kitchen underwent a pretty major renovation with new countertops, a new tile, and they've exchanged out a lot of the furniture that's being sold with the house. So it really is move-in ready. Okay, so as you get to the top of the stairs, there's going to be a powder room, half bath, additional storage closets, linen closets and whatnot. You have the kitchen over on one side, you have the living room, and then you have this whole private wing for the master suite. So let's go take a look at these. Okay, so I'm heading into the master suite, and I mentioned before that I love how this house has so much natural light, especially the bedrooms and especially the master suite. You get light pouring in from all directions, and then you also have this really sweet private deck up here. So if you have company and you need a little space and a little time to yourself and you want to get outside, you can do that here and they won't even know. Okay, so coming in here, again, new carpet, new furniture here. This whole sitting area is new. And then you have a very large king size bed. I love the vaulted ceilings and the beam detail above. So that is the bathroom there, which we'll go in just a second. Okay, so from the bedroom, you do enter into the bathroom via the closet. So it's a nice little point of entry right here. There's a door that can close that off. You have a very large closet with built-ins galore. All right, so dual vanities here. And then the shower on the other side. Lots of room to spread out here. It's a very large bathroom, which is really nice. Okay, so leaving the bathroom and back out to the bedroom here. It really is a great retreat. It's very private, especially if you have a big family or a guest over and you just want to have a little space to yourself. You have great views of the surrounding peaks up here. That is Red Lady. It's also called Mount Emmons, technically. Okay, so let's head out and take a look at this awesome deck. I don't know about you, but this is where I would be all the time. What I love about this deck is that you could have a table out here, you could have a couple of loungers, you could just put chairs, you could have a nice swing out here. So you have lots of options. And then another great feature is that the sellers just replaced all of this decking. So this is brand new Trex decking up here as well. And another shot of Mount Emmons, or affectionately known as Red Lady. Right there is Whetstone Mountain. You can just see Washington Gulch Road there in the distance. It kind of meanders through the valley. It's a really beautiful drive up here. Crested Butte Mountain. And then And just on the other side of the house, I'll show you in just a second, it's snodgrass. While we're here, we can also take a look at this new roof. This is that new standing seam roof that the owners had installed last year. And all of the exterior has been stained as well. Okay, leaving one of my favorite spots in the house and heading to another favorite is this kitchen living room area. I love it. So we're back to the stairs, and when we came up, if you go down this, I'll take you to the entry, garage, laundry room, and the 3 bedrooms down the stairs. So this bathroom over here is a small powder room. Okay, so this kitchen here is brand new. They just finished this up last year. It used to have a raised island, sort of kind of split in the middle and was raised a little bit. And I think that this was a nice touch that they put it all on one level, makes it flow really nicely. This range here is a gas range. These are all GE appliances, so a Sound and True brand. Rarely has any issues. Another thing that I love about this kitchen is I love this pantry. I mean, floor to ceiling storage. They carried over the countertops from the kitchen island and the kitchen countertops into here as well, which I think was a really nice touch. There's more storage behind the door as well. You do have this exterior door here. We'll talk about the landscaping here in a second. It's nice to have all of this green and be surrounded by all the wildflowers that you get up here. And just so you know, that mountain up there is Gothic. So earlier I talked about how you can hike that mountain in the summertime and you can access it from a trailhead off of Washington Gulch Road. On the right hand side there, you're just starting to see the side of Snodgrass Mountain. This house is really set up for the entertainer too. If you like to cook and have people over and watch some sports, whether it's football games, hockey, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, you got plenty of room to spread out. I love this living room. I love how the kitchen and dining room and living room are all open, but you still have separate spaces. So that gorgeous fireplace there that you see is a wood burning fireplace. It's great to have those cold winter nights, chilly fall evening, or in the springtime when you're waiting on summer to arrive. It's nice to have a fire here. And look at all this natural light. You have so much light coming in from every window. Okay, so let's head out to what I call the grilling deck. It's this nice covered area. They also keep their wood out here, which is nice. It keeps it dry. You can just kind of grab and go whatever you need there in the wintertime. But I love this little deck out here. It's a pretty sweet spot. Another great thing about this property too is that they've kept the yard pretty natural. So there's not a lot of maintenance. There's not a lot of yard to mow. Up here in the summer and even late fall, you have these gorgeous wildflowers. I mean, abundant everywhere. Even coming from up Washington Gulch Road, it is stunning to be up here this time of year. It's gorgeous in the wintertime as well, but the summer is definitely my favorite because you're just surrounded by wildflowers. So the owners kind of carried that theme over and kept that with the house. So everything's a little bit more natural with wildflowers everywhere, and it really cuts down on having to do a lot of maintenance or a lot of yard work, and then that way you can be out enjoying the mountains instead of staring at the mountains while you're doing the yard work. But that's not too bad either. All right, so let's talk about the area and some of my favorite spots up here for hiking, biking, and just recreating outdoors. So not only do you have Snodgrass Mountain, so Snodgrass is basically on the other side of the subdivision, but the subdivision also has what I like to call a backdoor entry to the Snodgrass hiking trail. So the normal spot that if you were just saying, hey, I want to go hike Snodgrass today, you're either going to go all the way up to the mountain and park at the parking lot up there. It's just on the beyond Mount Crested Butte, almost as you're going down to the town site of Gothic. So you can park there, and then your exit would be off of Washington Gulch Road. You can technically do it in reverse and come off of Washington Gulch Road, but there's not a lot of parking. I mean, there's a couple of little outlier parking spots here and there, but you're walking to that trailhead. But when you live in this subdivision, there is a special gate in the Meridian Lake Meadows part of this subdivision and area that will take you to the entrance or on that side entrance of Snodgrass Mountain. So it's a really nice plus that a lot of people don't realize that's an amenity up here. You also have fishing off of the lake and the dam area. All right, so from there you have a local's favorite, which is Long Lake. So there are two access points to Long Lake. You can hike up a pretty steep trail to get to Long Lake, or there is parking before you hit the Meridian Lake Park subdivision turnoff. There's parking there. You're gonna walk across the dam and then up through the Pristine Point subdivision, and there will be a trailhead for you to access Long Lake. It's a little bit longer that way, but it's easier on the knees and a lot more gradual of a climb to get to Long Lake. And if you're not familiar with Long Lake, it is a high altitude lake that's about a mile long. An old timer once told me that Long Lake and the lake on the other side of Slate River Drive in the Alpine Meadows subdivision, Nicholson Lake is what a lot of locals call that lake, and the Slate River are all connected by aquifers and have a relationship to each other. So I've always thought that to be really cool. Another great benefit to this subdivision and area is recreating off of Washington Gulch Road. So basically, National Forest is, within a couple of minutes from this property and any of the properties up here in this area. So a lot of people in the wintertime will snowshoe or Nordic ski up Washington Gulch Road. And so that'll eventually take you up to the trailhead to hike Gothic Mountain in the summertime. So if you've never done that before, that's a great hike, and especially if you want to summit a mountain in the summertime. Just my advice would be to get up there pretty early before the afternoon thunderstorms roll in. All right, well, there you have it. That is a tour of my new listing here at 405 Meridian Lake Drive in the Meridian Lake Park subdivision. If you got value out of this video, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're looking to make a move here, I'd love to make it exactly the way you want it to be. Be sure and reach out. All of my contact information is down below for you. Until next time. Okay, so it looks like you're making a move to the Crested Butte and Gunnison area. So you're trying to decide which video to watch. You could watch this one, or you could watch this one, or you could watch both, because they're both going to help you out and they're both really good. but go ahead and pick one.